in the water, so I'm going to start her just start her cold. In other words, I didn't warm her up or throw a handful of retrieves just to get her going. So I'm going to just start heel, just from right from the beginning. Heel. And what I do, sit, have her at my side. I'm going to get her used to the call, a little bit small call. Mark. Another mark. Leo, throw something. Finley! So I release her on her name because she saw that. So it'd be like doing your force fetch retrieves. If you throw something, send her on her name. If she didn't know it was out there, then I'd line her up and try and just get her to go on fetch. And then when she comes in, what I'm working on is her, delivering to hand. So I'm actually gonna, first one here, just stay right, kind of at the shoreline. And if she dropped it, I would reinforce the fetch command with the E collar, just like I would on the land drills. Heel. Heel. Sit. 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 Batch. Batch. Sit. And you can see she wants to get the water off her. Sit. There we go. So she has a little tendency to not want to sit really quick, so that's why I wanted you guys to see how I did that. Because she's thinking about getting the water off her more. Sit. So I'll go back through that scenario again. Shut my gun, blow the call. Mark. Finley! So with the double shot, there's just that more of a temptation for her to break. One hen, two drakes. Now this time when she comes in, I'm going to back up a little bit more and see if, if I can get her to come in a little farther. See if I can get her to, sit a little quicker. But don't get too crazy with that. But while I'm working her, heel, I'm going to kind of work on that stuff. Heel. Here. Sit. Sit. Drop. There we go. That's what I was talking about. I'm not going to make it a super big deal on heel. That. The main thing, she's holding on and delivering a hand. Now I'm going to go to some ducks, different ducks. Mark. Finley. These ducks are they're taped in a way so they can, they can move around, but they're not going to swim off on her. And you can see she's going pretty hard once that thing moves around a little bit. Good girl, Finley. So with the duck, just like the pheasants, I'm going to treat this the same exact way as I would if it was just a dummy or a deadfall. In other words, I want her to hold it. Now if she drops it, which she could, then I'll just reinforce fetch with the E collar. Heel. Heel, let's go. Sit. 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 You guys are seeing it? Sit. How I'm doing this. Here. Sit. She's trying to get the water off her. Sit. Give her a nick. There we go. Drop. So if you're hunting, Steve, you don't have to get that technical, but I'm just making sure I'm training her. I want her to to know that when she comes in, I want the finish. And with her, you can see she wants to get the water off her. So, but as long as she's hanging on to it, that's the main thing. We'll run that scenario again. I'm going to go to a couple drakes, a little bigger ducks. Mark. Finley. Good girl. Pretty windy, so I hope you guys can hear me. Of course, Chris knows she's been here. Went from 2 days of pouring rain to this is Friday, and it's really windy today. Here, good girl. Heel. Sit. 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 Drop. Good. Okay. Heel. Sit. Finley. Now one thing too, Steve, I don't know if you've run into this with your past dogs, but always have, you know, a pocket of rocks with you, especially these young dogs. If they don't see something fall, but it's laying out there, if you can get a splash over to that area, you know, at least you're getting her to where she's coming up with it. And of course, rocks are cheaper than shotgun shells. So with young dogs, you know, every situation's different, you know, just to get that experience. But this is really just to get her used to shooting at the water, duck calls, heel. Here, sit. You can see her sit. Finley, here, here. Heel. I'm going to work this so you guys will watch it. Sit. Hold. Drop. She's got a nice mouth. Or hanging on. So, heel. So what you saw there, just you work her in the water. Just make sure you end up, if you're working her, you get the finish. But if you're hunting, she comes out, she's got it. Just get her close and won't be crazy. So that's Finley, owned by Chris and Steve Eiden.